right, we are welcome back to class. This is the third class of the fourth module of backlog, the product owner. This is the fourth module of the product owner, and this is the third class in that fourth module. In the previous class, we looked at backlog requirements, but in this class, we would be looking at prioritization. Why do we prioritize? Why do we prioritize? Just a moment, please. Let me get my pen. Okay. Why do we prioritize? We'll see from time to time that in developing features or products or running through epics, we need to determine which one would give the highest value or which one can we develop faster. So there are different techniques we use for prioritization. We would be going through some of these techniques. But quickly, why do we prioritize? We prioritize sometimes based on value, where we want to know which would give us the highest value. You have two or more features to deliver of a single product, and you're asking yourself which would give the highest value to the end user. We prioritize also based on what we call the must have. Which features must the end users have? There are some features that may not be needed. There are other features that are must have features. We also prioritize based on quick wins. Which feature would cause the quickest market disruptor? Which feature will cause the quickest market disruptor? Right? You could remember a time back in, when was that? 2000 and was it 2002 or 2005 that Globalcom hit the market? The big bang Globalcom was coming to the market with was the per second billing. Per second billing. That became the quick win for them. That became the market disruptor. Before Globalcom came, there was MTN and there was Econet. And both that were ahead of Globalcom came on per minute billing. So Globalcom thought it right to come with a market disruptor. Which feature of that product would want to disrupt the market in our favor? So that became the priority to deliver. Of course, we also want to prioritize based on the delivery timeline, right? Or we want to prioritize based on the story that other stories are dependent upon, right? For instance, let's use our building construction as a quick illustration on that. Of course, you would want to there's no alternative to it anyways. The first thing you want to prioritize is the foundation. After foundation, because that is where every other feature or epic would be laid, right? So you want to do foundation and get that done quick enough so that would not impact on others. But there are some times where you want to, the dependence may not be so glaring as that of foundation compared to others. Say for instance, you want to you're considering to do the tiling. If you do tiling, you also want to you want to begin to fit the fittings in the kitchen. You may be able to get away with it somehow, but you may want to quickly consider adding the fittings first before laying your tiles. So where you see that one story, one piece of work depends on another, you want to quickly get the one that is dependent on, you want to get it sorted first before others. So that will take the center stage, or that will have the higher priority. In addition, you want to prioritize based on costs and benefits, or based on stakeholders' influence. There are times that the stakeholder clearly wants something, and the stakeholder has a major say in it. You are developing a product. Let's take, for instance, you are building some structures for the government, and a particular key government stakeholder wants some of those to be delivered to some specific places first. So that is a major influence that you want to consider. Of course, you could also prioritize based on the effort that is needed to deliver that value. Then you want to prioritize based on risk level, which one has the highest risk. Then lastly, a combination of all of these could inform your prioritization also. So let's see some of the ways we prioritize, some of the techniques we use in prioritizing. I will start from the first one here. We call it WISJEF. WISJF. WISJEF, which stands for Weighted Shortest Job First. WISJEF, Weighted Shortest Job First. WISJEF. And what does WISJEF say? So we can see from the quadrants, we have high value, low effort. We have high value, high effort. We have low value, low effort, and low value, high effort. Of these four quadrants, which one would you want to work on first? If you have an option, which one would you want to take on first? High value, low effort, high value, high effort, low value, low effort, and high value, low effort. So let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me give you a moment for you to think through this. Which quadrants will you want to work on first? These are features. You have a feature that will deliver high value, but you need low effort to deliver it. Another feature that will deliver high value, but will require high effort to deliver it. You have another that is low value, that will require low effort to deliver it. And lastly, a low value that will require high effort to deliver it. I want to believe all of you would agree to go for this number 1, that has high value with low efforts, is giving the highest value of all, and it would require the lowest effort to deliver. And of course, this would come last, that has the low value and high effort. Low value and high effort. You work so much, but you would have just few effort value rather, you have just few value to show for it. So that's what the WISJEF prioritization technique focuses on. That's what WISJEF prioritization technique focuses on. And from WISJEF, which stands for weighted shortest job first, we will move to the next two prioritization techniques we'll be looking at. The second one is what we tag as kernel analysis. And it is that technique of prioritization that focuses on features. It focuses on features. The core concept of kernel analysis involves classifying features into several categories based on how they affect customer satisfaction. So we can see from here, we can see dissatisfaction, we can see satisfaction, we can see the need met and need not met. So kernel analysis is used to determine some of the categories it would break it to would be identifying the basic needs, the performance needs. There's a difference between the basic needs and the performance needs. It will also be looking at the excitement needs. There are some needs that are beyond just basic. Basic is that feature that is needed the most. Then performance needs are those indicators that would help for higher satisfaction. Then we have excitement needs, which is an attraction. It's an attractive quality need. Then we have indifferent quality, and there's what we also call the reverse quality. Reverse quality focuses on what will make the customer not to be satisfied. We want to ensure that feature is not added to that development. A feature that would make a customer not to be satisfied is not added to that feature. So those are what the kernel analysis focus on. You should take some time to expand your knowledge on this analysis as one of the prioritization techniques. And the last one we'll look at is the Moscow. Moscow is another common technique used in Agile. Moscow, which stands for must have, should have, could have, and wouldn't have. Which features must we have for this product? Which feature should we have for this product? Which feature could we have for this product? And which feature wouldn't we have for this product? So we could see under Moscow, the must have are always kept on the short term. The should have are kept on the medium term. The could have are kept on the long term. And the wouldn't have are kept obviously on the no term, NO term. So you want to quickly achieve the must have first before the ones when you have some more time, you want to focus on them. Then lastly, the ones that when you have more sufficient time, you want to deliver them. And you can see the sample of the burger on the right side of the slide. You can see the different layer. You can see the bread portion of the burger. The layer below is the must have. There would be no burger if you don't have the bread lower layer. And you could see the should have. The should have is the meaty portion, the meat portion in the burger. You'll see the could have, which is the cheese. You could always add cheese to your burger. Then you can see the wouldn't have as the green. So for some people, green is not necessary. It's a wouldn't have. And that will be all for this class. In the next class, we'll be looking at story mapping.